Aircraft carriers are the crown jewels of any nation's navy. They can approach the enemy coasts of any nation without any permission, and hence, these carriers can pose huge threat to an enemy. For the very same reason, rival countries have put in utmost efforts to nullify the threats posed by aircraft carriers. To fortify the defense against the looming presence of the American carriers in the South China Sea, which China claims to be theirs, China has developed a carrier-killer anti-ship ballistic missile (ASBM). This missile, which is known as DF-21D Dongfeng 21, has an extensive range of 1500 kilometers. China claims that a carrier, which is built by spending billions of dollars, can be easily destroyed using their missile that costs less than 1/100th of that amount. As a result, many people believe that the strategic deployment of aircraft carriers near the enemy shores is a thing of the past. However, contrary to this popular belief, rather than these missiles that cost $50 million, cheaper cruise missiles or drones are more effective. Why is this so? How can an aircraft carrier defend against these? Let's see in this video. First, let's see why these anti-ship ballistic missiles may not be that effective in practice. Let's imagine that China launches a DF-21D missile from the mainland targeting an American carrier that is sailing in the South China Sea. Even if this missile travels at a speed of almost 10 times the speed of sound, it will take at least 5 minutes to traverse 1000 kilometers. And within these 5 minutes, the ship, which has a speed of 50 km per hour, would have moved 4 km away from the initial position. Being a ballistic missile, it cannot change its course from the initially set target. On the other hand, once the missile is fired, the American NORAD satellites quickly pinpoint the source of the missile, and this might instead result in a prompt counterattack. As a result, it is not an easy feat for these missiles to destroy an ever-moving carrier. As a matter of fact, the real threats to the carriers are the low-flying drones and cruise missiles. In fact, Iran has already shown the entire world that drones pose a formidable threat to ships a couple of years ago. The Iran Revolutionary Guards had then revealed on multiple locations that they had captured images of the American carriers sailing near the coasts of Iran. The fact that Iranian drones could approach so close to the American aircraft carriers, completely evading the powerful and efficient radars, reveals the threat that these carriers can pose. If hundreds of drones laden with explosives that set off from the coast or from another ship targets a carrier, it's quite possible that at least few drones reach the goal. This could be enough to neutralize the ship. In short, a billion-dollar carrier may be neutralized using very cost-effective means. A prominent example showcasing the efficiency of drone attack was the ambush on the world's largest oil processing plant in Saudi Arabia on September 2019. Several drones loaded with huge amounts of explosive could evade Saudi's radars and inflict heavy damage. Another strategy is to simultaneously launch hundreds of cruise missiles against the aircraft carrier. These cruise missiles are difficult to be detected by the radars as they travel close to the sea level. Even if 90% of these cruise missiles are neutralized by the carriers and other ships in the battle group, the remaining 10% can inflict heavy damages to the ACC. This might be enough to neutralize the carrier. Hence, in modern-day war fronts, the greatest challenge faced by an aircraft carrier is to effectively neutralize any possible attack from a large swarm of drones or cruise missiles. While the ordinary anti-missile guns will take some time to reload, the number of missiles in the anti-missile defense system is limited. So even if the radars of the carrier or battle group detect upcoming missiles and drones, they lack the ability to counter a large volley of cruise missiles and drones simultaneously. This is where the direct energy weapons come into play. These guns make use of very powerful lasers or microwaves. The powerful laser gun beams pierces the missile, thereby completely destroying the warheads of the missile. At the same time, microwave gun is a particle accelerator which produces very powerful electron pulses. The energy of the electrons is first converted into electromagnetic energy and later it is transformed into high power, high frequency microwave beam which is directed towards the incoming enemy drones or missiles. The electron beam fries the integrated circuit chips in these drones or missiles, making them completely useless. DRDO's Kali is one such direct energy weapon. Since the radiation from a direct energy weapon cannot be seen or heard, it is very difficult to trace them. Besides, electromagnetic radiation is not impacted by gravitational force, and hence they travel in straight lines and are very accurate. In addition to that, these waves travel at speed of light, thus their impact on the target is very quick. However, these weapons will need a huge amount of energy. Fortunately, the nuclear carriers have plenty of energy to spare. Hence, the most suitable defense mechanism for a carrier to destroy enemy missiles or drones are the new generation direct energy guns. It is believed that the US will include energy gun defense systems in their new Ford-class carriers. The American navies have already started experiments using laser guns in their aircraft carriers. It is believed that India too will be installing direct energy guns for the defense of their carriers by the end of this decade. Jai Hind.